Good evening, everyone. How are we doing? Pseudo Nerd Mex, Red Gnome, Frost. How are you? How's it going? We're back with some more Annie tonight, guys. It is a chilly autumnal evening here. It's fucking freezing. Oh, welcome, Frost. Welcome. Good to hear. Let them know you abandoned us. Got it. Yeah. Good evening, Neuro. How are you, bud? Yeah, we're back where we left off, guys. I popped on just briefly before just to have a quick reminder of where we're up to, so I had some idea of what I wanted to do today. But I've not run any cycles. We're basically where we left off, pretty much. Just a little disclosure before we get too far into this. If I have a freeze up at some point during the stream, I've just mentioned it in chat, don't panic. Since the latest Windows update, I'm getting like weird hang-ups every now and again. My computer just freezes for a minute. I will be back. Don't panic. Just maybe refresh your stream. You might hear me screaming in the background, for fuck's sake! But I will be back, alright? So, as a little recap what we got up to last stream, we built this little Dreco farm here that we want to get up and running for our glossy boys. We basically got a little bit of hydrogen in the top of the room. We're going to put some bristle blossoms in here. But we do need a supply of cold water for this, so that's something I want to get done pretty much first thing we'll do today. We also built a few containers down here, like for gas storage, and dug out a bit of the base and started getting an idea of how this is going to be squared up at the bottom. And did a bit of digging and tidying up here and there. We've got a lot more digging to do to strip mine some of this stuff. We also headed down here and threw together this little refinery setup, which is like a fucking piping maze down here, but it all works. We've started getting some steel, and we're up to 5 tons of steel now. So it's not very much that we've got, but we've got enough to tinker with and play with. And we'll just leave this running and see how much we can get done. I'm kind of waiting for this to deplete this water so that we can head down to oil a bit easier. But one of the things I'm going to do today is get our exosuits online so that we can come down here with exosuits, work all the machines without any problems, and start strip mining some of the oil biome, because we're going to need plastic and we're going to need fossil to make steel, and to get access to some slicksters would be nice as well. So that's a couple of things I want to do. What else did we do? I think we mostly just tidied up a bit, to be honest. We started looking at what we can do with this gold volcano up here, but I think I'm going to leave this till it's over-pressurized before we crack it open. And yeah, that's about it, yeah, so far. We also capped this, guys. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Excuse me, we've capped this, guys, but we've not made it a vacuum around it yet, so it's still kicking out a bit of heat. But we are at least getting the water from it. So when this actually does erupt, we should be getting some more clean water from it. And obviously we've still got the space nightmare to deal with up here. So now that we've got some steel, we can start maybe looking at getting steel, you know, some sort of protection in space as well. DeSudro, how's it going, buddy? How are you? Gorus, good evening. Going with that chlorine tank down one tile. I should do, shouldn't I? Listen, it makes me as sad as it makes you. In fact, it makes me sadder. I might just fucking double skin it. Yeah, I built this tank out of line, for those of you that might not have noticed last stream. This is one tile higher than there, which really irritates me. But what I might do to sort of get around the derp is extend this down, put an oxygen tank here, and put a carbon dioxide tank on this side and balance it out that way. A little bit of a cheat, but do you know what I mean? So I think that would work, because I am lazy. I don't want to get back into this. So if we did that to like 4, it'd be like that, and then we can maybe do this one to like 3 just for carbon dioxide, and that would work. Sort of. Might be a bastard to do, actually. But it's doable. It is doable. So I think that's what we'll do. And then that'll be balanced, though. In fact, I'm going to do that now. You know what? Because otherwise, you're going to give me shit for this all night. And it's going to troll me. And I'm going to feel bad about it. So I'm going to do it right now. This is how my brain works, guys. I'm sad now. Okay. So let's get this done. I'm in a pretty good mood today, by the way, guys. Before anyone tries to harsh my buzz, I slept last night like a fucking baby. Well, sort of. I slept for a bit, and then I woke up and I played a bit of Oni. And I came up with a bit of a weird build, actually. Maybe I'll show you that. Maybe I'll show you that first. I came up with a really fucking derpy build, and it made me smile a lot. So, I did my first little tinkering debug last night, purely because Wachunga put a save on Discord. So I had a bit of a nosy eye, and then I was like, this has given me an idea! Or something in my base gave me an idea. So, yeah. What have we missed? Sorry. Good hope my trip finally got caught up on some well-needed sleep and got to see a bunch of family. Nice, Gnome. What's Mex said? What's Mex said? What are people lolling at? Need to update your Trojan. Yes. Oh, Oni has not responded. My little guy flew very well, slept during every takeoff, and played for basically the rest of each flight except the last. Yeah, he's got his teeth coming in, and the pressure messed with him. Yeah, that's understandable. It's the pressure that fucks him up, though, isn't it? Let's face it. Nice, though, no. I'm glad you had a nice trip, mate. You might have to build another one on the left side, a tile high, so it looks symmetrical. Shut up, Goris! Don't bait me! Okay. So you peed yourself and woke up crying 3 times. No! I had a little sleep and then I woke up. I really like the change they made alarm for much more heat-resistant materials. Loving it. Nice, Pseudo. Well, let me show you, with that in mind, let me show you one of the stupidest builds I've ever built. So, last night I was playing a game. I was playing some Oni on my single-player game, and I noticed that my metal refinery overheated, right? I did a dirt with the piping, or my piping supply cocked up. And what it did is it output a shitload of steam, like a lot of steam, like hundreds of kilos of steam. And I noticed that my electrolyzers were condensing it all, and it gave me an idea. Why not use the fixed output of electrolyzers, bearing in mind they output gases at 75 degrees constantly? Why not use the fixed output of electrolyzers to cool down steam or an aqua tuner that's in your oxygen room? So this is a simple oxygen setup, right? We've got 2 electrolyzers getting fed by some water. They'll just make some oxygen, and then behind there we've also got a pipe with some petrol in it. So some bright green, fucking super violent, yellowy, fluorescent, day glow, yellow, green petrol. Don't know why they changed the colour, but I kind of like it. And an aqua tuner. And all this is going to do is create some very hot oxygen. Everything's made out of steel. My electrolyzers are made out of steel, my pumps are made out of steel. All the other piping is pretty much made out of ceramic, apart from a couple of the bits on the outside here, I think. Some of this is made of insulation, but basically what this is doing, if I go on the gas overlay, you'll see we're generating oxygen and hydrogen. I'm just basically dumping it in this room for now. And also we're filtering out steam. The steam goes down these pipes, goes into this room, and then condenses back into water. If this aqua tuner goes above, I can't remember what temperature I've said now, but if it goes above 150 degrees, this liquid shut-off comes on and drops some water on it. Right? The water then comes out, gets turned into steam, gets put back into this room. And what it means is, we've got an aqua tuner oxygen build, all in the same room, that's given us 12 degree to 16 degree oxygen. It's a bit fucking weird, isn't it? It's a bit fucking weird. Nothing can overheat in the room, because all these pumps and stuff can go up to like 275 degrees. And yeah, I mean, there's more cooling here than we need. This could cool the rest of your base. This could cool another build. It's fucking dumb. It's really dumb. So, I posted it on the forums, and the first guy that fucking replied to me is some Russian guy, I think, who totally didn't understand what the fuck was going on, and basically called me a noob and linked me to his video showing me how to build a basic electrolyzer setup. So, for fuck's sake. So, it's kind of passed by a few people, I think, but there you go. Really derpy, but it does work. I mean, I reckon it's got about a 50% uptime. We're not getting massive amounts, and obviously I'm not filtering out the hydrogen, which is slowing down the pumps as well. I'm just whacking everything in this chamber, but there you go. Bit of a weird one. So I'm sure there's going to be lots and lots of derpy builds like this coming out. I just thought I'd show you. That was like 10 minutes in debug last night, just having a fuck about. I shared it with Wachunga on the Discord. It's on the Oni Talk if any of you want to download the save. Like Wachunga last night was messing with steam turbines. Cooling, I think he said he cooled 10 aqua tuners with 1 steam turbine. Fucking crazy. Still a good concept though. Net cooling is never a bad thing. Yeah, totally. Dunk, how are you? And how's it going? How the devil goes it? By the way, fucking incredible stream last stream, guys. I've got to say, the love from you all was amazing. I was meant to tweet out about it, and honestly, I crashed pretty shortly after the stream, but it was absolutely amazing. Well, it's been a bit since I actually switched games. And Oni, when did they bring in the new load menu? It's on this update, I think. On this most recent update. So we'll have no music, so I've just loaded in, but it'll recycle at the start. Let's just get this done. I'll map this out so we can see what the plan is. I'll probably need to move some of these pipes from here and stuff, but yeah, we'll figure all this out. In fact, I'm not going to do this all now. I'm just going to lay out the floor so you can see what the idea is. So yeah, quite a bit I want to do today. I do need to get this water collected, but I think what I'm going to do first is get some water cooled for our bristle blossoms. Because when I want bristle blossoms for our glossy boys. So I've basically got 2 sieves in the base that I'm using at the minute. We've got a sieve up here, which is sieving dirty water from our geysers. But I don't know how much water we're actually going to get from this, because it's kind of intermittent. We don't get masses of water at a time. It just basically empties the radiator and that's it. And if these go dormant, then we're getting no water from it. We have plenty of water backed up in our actual base storage, up to silly amounts of liquid in there now. So I think what I might do is use the sieves from down here. Because when these work, they're going to be kicking out a lot of water. And if I'm going to be making lots and lots of steel, I'm probably going to make lots and lots of dirty water. That's the plan. So with that said, I need to move this pipe. Because currently it's bridging into the electrolyzers and back into the system, and I don't want that to happen. So, let's do a little build here to give us the water for this. How about that? Oh. Good, thanks. Hope you're doing well too. I'm very well, thank you, Doug. I'm very well. Feeling tip-top today, mate. I'm feeling good. So, yeah, I think we'll build like a little aqua tuna build here, and then we'll maybe have a little tank above it. Just to pump water into there, and it'll sort of act as like a bit of a base cooler as well. It'll be a bit of a radiator build. In terms of power, I might run a wire outside and underneath and put a few transformers in this little blank space here. I think that'll probably be smart. Although I don't actually need to put a tank down, do I? I could just put a few of the actual liquid tank buildings. So let me start thinking about what I want to do. I'm thinking I will do something like this. We also want to get some natural gas up today, don't forget. We want to get some natural gas gens on the go. Some natural gas generators would be nice. Let's just do that. Yes. Yes. That would be good. And then I'm gonna build these walls out of ceramic. I think we've got quite a bit of ceramic now, so I don't feel too bad about doing it. Where do I want this aqua tuna build? Where do I want this? It's gonna go here, and it's gonna be lovely. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's move these mesh tiles. They're in the wrong place. So do you like that? Do you like fucking plant? And I'm going to leave a little gap, you know. We'll have a little gap between it. You can do that. Lovely. Did you manage to get a polluted water or slush geyser? I'm not sure what you have outside the 2 chlorine ones. No, I don't have a polluted water or a slush geyser. I have 3 cool steam vents. So I've got polluted, clean water, and I've got 3 natural gas vents, 2 chlorine vents, a hydrogen vent, and a carbon dioxide vent. Not the best, honestly. Not the best. Hayley, how's it going? Long time no see. Are you, as ever, manic with work? What's going on? What's going on? I might just do this with normal conduit, you know. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Right. Sorry, I'm waffling because I'm thinking. Okay, so I'm going to put 2 aqua tunas in here. I'm going to have 1 to generate me cool water for plants. I'm going to have another one. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. You already know. Hydrogen one is interesting. Is the output any good? I might be getting confused with my single... Oh no, I've got a gold volcano on this one. And we've got a carbon dioxide one. I don't think I have got a hydrogen one, actually. unless I'm tripping balls. Bearing in mind, I played a little bit my single player, so I might get a bit mixed up. I don't think we have got a hydrogen one in this. I think I've just got a gold one to play with, which is pretty cool. And that's it. We've capped all of our other geysers. Natural gas down here, natural gas, chlorine. Yeah, I don't think we have got a hydrogen one in this, sorry. That's my mistake. Nice. Is this still working alright? It seems to be fine. I've not found my other ATN yet, have I? Have I got another ATN somewhere? Oh, hello. She's meant to have 3. Pish. I did mention last stream, we're probably going to get all this dug out as well, but I'll probably wait till we get exosuits so I don't have like a massive battle with hypothermia. I changed my career to physical therapy. Jeez. I'm going to play this game again or take a nap, I'm not sure. Muggins, how's it going, bud? How the devil goes it? Okay, so my thinking is we'll slap a couple of aqua tuners in here. We'll have our power underneath, and we can just run big old boys, big old wires in here. I'm not sure how we're going to cool the aqua tuners. I do have water that comes down here very occasionally, but that's not much. I could just use geyser water to cool the aqua tuners. As long as they don't run over like ridiculous temperatures, it should be fine. Yeah, I think we'll do that. So, I've not checked actually what the commands I've got laying out at the moment for them. What are my dupes doing? What are these boys all coming down here for? Collect an eggshell. Right, okay. I've forgotten about this mess. Oh no. Oh no. This is a mess, but it's fine. It's working. We don't have an infinite supply of polluted water, by the way, so we're probably going to slap some showers in at some point. How are we doing for... Have we got any plastic? Oh no. Where am I looking? Where am I looking? Manufactured? Yeah, plastic. We've got a tiny bit of plastic. We need to get this Draco Ranch up, so let's focus on this. I'm going to smash this as a priority now whilst I'm looking at it, and we'll put everything else down to like 7 or something. Let's get you done. You could be like a 6. Oh, I've got some random bits and bobs for them to be doing over here. I'll do these with like a 6 as well. I don't remember where I left off with a lot of this stuff. Jeez. Maybe before that it's not either 2 or 3 in thermal fire thingamajigs. Not 100%. It's meant to be 3. It's meant to be 3, but they might have changed it. What are you using chlorine for? Is it useless like always? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we're going to do with it yet. I mean, there are the gassy moo cows that produce natural gas. Is it moo? I don't know what they eat though. I think we need to feed them grass. These things. Look at it. We need to feed them gas grass. And gas grass just needs... Oh, it eats chlorine. Maybe that's the thing we'll do. I think gassy moos are out at the moment. None of the planets seem to have critters. Oh, I see. Well, we're stockpiling, and to be honest, we're going to carry on playing this base when the actual release comes out in a couple of days. So we're stockpiling. All right, that's the plan. That is the plan. Needs liquid chlorine. Liquid chlorine's a piece of piss to make. No problem. No problem. Oh. Gassy boys. Okay, so I'm going to make these out of... I don't think I need to make them out of steel, to be honest, because I don't want them to go super crazy temperatures. 1200 steel is quite a bit. I'm probably just going to make these out of gold or maybe even iron. Because I don't want this to get super toasty. I want it to operate below 100 degrees ideally. So I'll use the geyser water that's at like 90 odd degrees or something and just keep circulating that and have these on temperature sensors basically. So we'll do something like this. In fact, I need to spin them. Excuse me. And that. Sorry, being indecisive. I want the white supply on the inside. Fine. What would you recommend me to do starting off a new world? Go slowly, Haley. Go slowly. Don't level up your dupes too quickly. Take it nice and easy. That is what I'd recommend. Should the aquatuners be gold? No. As I just said, I don't want it to go above 100 degrees really, Pseudo. So I don't want to make them out of gold because gold is less reactive than iron. So if I build them out of gold, they're not going to take the heat that I'm going to try and cool them with. I want to basically run some radiant piping through some of this water in here to keep these cool. The radiant piping is going to come from our geyser water. That is the plan. That is the plan. So we're going to need a feed coming in here for from our sieves, and that's probably going to come from down here. So what I think we'll do, what I think we'll do, we'll keep this insulated. We'll keep this insulated so that I can pass it through an aquatuner once. And it should realistically be alright for my guys in here. Because I think bristle blossoms can go up to 30 degrees, can't they? Or is it 35? 30 degrees for bristle blossoms. So if I've got 40 degree water coming out of my sieves, put it through one aquatuner, it'll come out at 26. And that should be fine. So I'm going to do a little spot of this. How do I want to do this at all? I can't decide. I think I want to split the feed 50-50. Although I don't know if this one's actually going to be for water. I might just use one of them for doing water, and I might use the other one for like petroleum or something. So, scratch that. Yeah, scratch that. So this is probably going to use the majority of my ceramic, but needs to be done. Maybe we'll just head over here for now. Yeah, we'll go up here. Yeah, all this is going to be ripped out anyway eventually. So that should be fine. How do you plan to cool the water after you actually use the CO2 guys with a scrubber to delete the heat? Plan to cool the water after. The liquid that's in here. I'm going to be making this liquid in here stay at about 90 odd degrees or whatever my geyser water is. That is the plan. So all I'll do a little loop through here. This water's 80 degrees, 90 degrees, 79 degrees, 80 degrees. I'll run this water through my aquatuner room and then just pump it straight back into my tank. I think that'll work. So yeah, what I'm probably going to have is something like, get a few radiant pipes, and we will, where's my piping going to be? It's going to be a little bit of a bastard to do. Little bit of a bastard. All will be revealed. I'm kind of winging this as I'm going. Nicola? Nicola. 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 Yeah, we're starting to get to the point where we can get our space cadets going as well. Which I'm quite excited about, because I've not done it before. Okay, so let's dig out all this crap, and then we can start putting in some transformers and stuff here, so that we are somewhere near ready to go when it comes to it. And also, let's just rip this out for a second. Because I'm going to want to put in a couple of like buffer tanks here so that we can keep them supplied with liquid. Lumbo, how's it going, mate? Earliest stream? No. Usual time, mate. 7 PM BST. Same time as always. Same as always, buddy. Okay. It just is late today. Makes a change, doesn't it, eh? Makes a change, doesn't it? This radiant piping might be completely wrong, by the way. I might actually do the radiant piping up through the room. Like, this will be insulated piping and just a little bit of radiant here and there. I think I'm going to stop and doing any more of this for a second. Until I get this piping sorted at the bottom. And I'll worry about how I'm going to cool the water afterwards. So... get this done. So I can start stockpiling some of this water then from down here. Oh, we're out of lime again now, aren't we? Yeah, that sucks. Well, we'll keep making some more iron. We've got 30 tons of iron ore, so let's crack on with some of that. Same with you. Should be able to reach all these pipes, I think. We might need to just put a piece of ladder here. And maybe one there. And cool. So yeah, in terms of planning, this might not work, but we'll see. If it doesn't, then I'll figure something else out. But I think it should. We're going to use geyser water to cool the watering. I say cool it. We're going to keep it at a constant temperature. That is the plan. Oh, the lovely piping. Listen, the piping will get tidied later when we've got proper base layout. For now, we're sort of... I'm trying to go around things that are currently like slime gantries, do you know what I mean? So, like, that pipe should just go down and across. But for now, it's going all around here. Because otherwise, I have to put ladders in everywhere. And ladders are a pain to, you know, go around deconstructing later. It makes sense, alright? Just leave me alone. It'll be fine. Ah, Christ. So, in terms of liquid in the room, we could use a bit of oil. This is nice toasty oil. Could use some oil. The amount of refinery we squirt out polluted O2 from the polluted PO2 every now and then. Polluted oxygen from the polluted water, you mean? Polluted H2O. Yeah, they do. You can see it bubbling away. Which is annoying. It'll lose like 0.1 of a kilo. I don't know why. I'm hoping it's not full of germs, so... It's a weird one. But it's fine. It's absolutely fine. It is absolutely fine. It's just a little bit splurgy. Just a little bit of a splurge. You know, Suda? That's what it's all about. Sometimes you just got to splurge a little bit from your refinery. Yeah, I think we'll flood this with oil. So let's get a pump put in for oil as well, because God knows we need more piping down here for sure. In fact, I might use this pipe that we've just put in to fill up the oil. Yeah, let's do that. I can slap a pump. I could probably slap a pump down here if I wanted. It might get a little bit of scalding. It's a fucking mess. Jeez. I set out with such strong goals. I'm going to make this tidy. It's going to be fine. Don't worry, everybody. It's going to be great. But now it's like, this is a mess! It's a mess. Yeah, let's use this pipe. We'll nip this off. And I'll use this just to flood the room. Down to here. Yeah, let's do that now. We'll just make this out of... Should be fine with gold, I think. It's not that hot down here. Cheapo, how's it going, buddy? Is your base gas isolated, or are you just letting gas weight do its work? I generally just let pressure sort everything out. So I'm known for sort of leaving my bases pretty exposed to the elements, and then pressure will balance everything out, and then I can just get rid of what I want from the bottom. You know, the bottom of the world, as and when it suits. Because I'm a lazy boy, basically. Well, not lazy. It's not lazy, actually. It's kind of energy efficient. My plan is to sort of dig out everything. Dig out everything, and then just let the gases do their own thing for a bit, you know? And then once they've done their own thing, I can do with them what I want. That makes sense now. Just over there. There might be a little bit of scalding incoming, guys, just to warn you all. I was experimenting with a setup similar to that and couldn't work out for a while why I was missing fluids. Ah, I see. I see. It's got O2 for days, and days the setup is huge. Yeah. Work smart, not hard. Yeah, exactly. Well, we're always going to have problems until we dig out the whole asteroid. We're always going to have problems with different gases gathering at different points. Like, we've got oxygen coming out of here from our little electrolyzer that we've got down here. Poor friend. Which means we've probably got different pockets of gas trapped, and it all settles out when you dig out the asteroid, basically. When you get rid of all this debris and crap that's kicking around, it'll all be a lot easier. And then it gets to the point where this is going to be sealed off down here. We'll probably run this insulated floor across the majority of the map, at which point, hold on a sec, you fucker, at which point you can just put pumps periodically down at the bottom and just collect any CO2 that falls down or any chlorine, send it where you want it. We're going to have gas storage tanks for everything, so it makes it very easy to put your gas exactly what you need them for, or where you need them rather. But yeah, I like to try and make the game work for me, if you know what I mean. Rather than trying to having to create builds for everything, I kind of like the idea of, you know, letting some things just figure themselves out. I went around that compact. That's perfect. Shit. You used your O2 build quite a bit, with just 2 gaps at the bottom and 2 at the top to keep the pressure up and let it go. Yeah. That works. Hopefully they'll allow us to leave the asteroid in the future, yeah. Well, I'm going to be quite interested to see what comes in the next couple of days, to be honest. To see what actually is being implemented and, you know, see how things are actually meant to be working. Because I was in debug last night, and some of the materials that you can build with are ridiculous. Like insulation material is plus 900 degrees to whatever you build out of, which is fucking crazy. Like, absolutely crazy. Plus 900 degrees to overheat temperature is pretty cool. Still doesn't mean we can pump magma, but it's not far off. It's like kind of bored in the game right now, switched over for a couple of days to Sniper Elite until the next drop, I see. Well, this is the thing, I've had my break. I took off the first part of the rocketry upgrade, if you like. I didn't play it at all, and I'm kind of glad. Because I find that this update works lovely along the previous update. You know, it's an enhancement of the previous